This is a story about a team of community-based research investigators trained to evaluate projects by analyzing the information gathered. They are on the case 24/7, scouring the scene, collecting irrefutable evidence, and finding missing pieces that will solve a mystery. What were the impacts of 2010 Digital Harvest Youth Project? Enter Waylon Andrews, the offbeat video tech-turned-field investigator, who worked closely with investigative experts Captain Mitch Tucci, head of the New Channel Youth Squad, Letitia Rampnin, the ever-professional research examiner, and Keenan Jules, lab technician with specialty in trace analysis. The team consulted with Tanis Dager, who joined the team after a 3-year community development case, and Jessica Chenery, a true blue stand-up gal who empathizes with participants via her own experiences. Dr. Jennifer Mullett, a hard-working professor at Vancouver Island University with a checkered past, helped to direct investigations. From February to April 2010, the Digital Harvest Project brought together a group of 24 youth, elders, and coordinators together for 2 days at the Botanical Gardens in Tofino to learn about the impacts of food on health, as well as to broaden knowledge on traditional foods, First Nations history, and pre-colonization practices. They were instructed to leave and come up with story concepts about the issues, conduct research and interviews, and take photos. The group came back together for a 2-day digital storytelling training in Victoria, where they produced 22 digital stories. They were then shown at a conference on Vancouver Island traditional foods. The PSI team came together for training in community-based research methods and devised a plan to determine the overall impacts of the Digital Harvest Project. They gathered together their evaluator class research tools, including paper, pens, clipboards, cameras, computers, and flip charts, but mostly their brains and shocking good looks in order to solve the case. Proper investigations take time, and this case was no exception. The team needed as much information as they could get. They held 3 focus groups, 1 with the project coordinators and 2 more with participants. The team needed to head back to the scene of the crime. The trip back into Tofino was treacherous, braving snowy mountain passes and tsunami warnings. The intrepid team of investigators prevailed, as well as conducting 2 online surveys using SurveyMonkey. The PSI team sent out notices all over Facebook and interviewed witnesses at a digital story screening event. Once they collected, refined, and inputted all the information, they came together to do the analysis using cross-examination methods and consensus dialogue to disclose the facts of the case. Fact 1. Increased knowledge. Participants in the project increased their knowledge about healthy eating, healthy living, traditional foods and practices, ecology, history of First Nations people, diabetes, and computers. Fact 2. Increased skills. Participants reported that the project helped to increase their computer, research, interviewing, digital storytelling, and presenting skills. Fact 3. Behavior change. Participants are accessing, preparing, and eating healthier foods, and have greater connections with other youth and elders as a result of the project. Fact 4. Digital storytelling is an effective tool to convey health messages to youth. People at the screening reported that they learned about the value of traditional food and the connection to health, community, and culture. They also reported that the use of youth voices, photos, music, and humor kept their attention. Fact 5. Bringing youth together with elders recognizes elders as resources, values and honors traditional knowledge, and encourages youth to be future storytellers. The ripple effects. The PSI team also discovered that to date, the digital stories have been viewed over 6,000 times and have been screened at a number of conferences, meetings, and film festivals. The stories were even used to present youth voices in the channel's First Nations fishing rights negotiations, and some of the participants have gone on to lead and teach others about traditional culture and food practices, and delve deeper into media production like digital storytelling and film production, and even win awards.
Nice.